Hey guys, welcome to our excavation safety meeting. Today we're going to have some fun. We got a little video presentation for you. Then we got a slideshow. We'll go through and learn some more about excavation safety. And then afterwards we're going to have a quiz, so pay attention to all of the slides. And as always, winner gets a free ice cream cone. So here we go, guys.
This is Jeopardy!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this week's edition of Safety Jeopardy. Our topic for the week is excavation safety. Let's take a minute and meet our contestants today. Our first contestant, Joe Digger. Joe, where are you from?
Alabama.
Joe from Alabama. Great to have you with us today. And our second contestant is?
Safety May,
Safety May. Where are you from, Safety May?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Great to have you with us today. And since you're our best looking contestant, you get to choose first.
Let's go with excavation for 100.
Excavation safety for 100. Question is, how would OSHA define an excavation? Joe.
Well, my daddy had one of them. Had a big bucket on the end to scoop up dirt.
Oh, Joe, I think you mean excavator. Not quite what we were looking for. Safety May?
Excavation is defined as any man-made cut, cavity, trench, or depression in the Earth's surface formed by earth removal.
That's perfect, Safety May. 100 points for you, and you have the board.
Excavation safety for 200.
And the question is, at what depth of excavation must a competent person be assigned to determine what protective measures are to be used? Ooh, Joe got that one.
One time, my brother and I, we were digging a big hole to find some treasure. It must have been at least 25 feet deep or so. We got stuck in there for 2 days until Mama realized we was missing.
Great story, Joe. Thanks for sharing that. I don't think that's quite the answer we were looking for. Safety May?
What is 5 feet or greater?
5 feet or greater is correct. That gives you 300 points, Safety May, and you have the board.
Let's try excavation for 300.
Excavation for 300. The question is, who designates the competent person for your job site? Joe got that one.
My mammy always told me there ain't nobody more competent or handsome than me.
Well, your mammy is a very smart woman, Joe. Not the answer we were looking for. Safety May?
What is the employer?
The employer. Fantastic. You got that correct, Safety May, and you have the board.
Excavation safety for 400.
And the question is, name 4 types of protective systems for excavation and trenching. Joe, you got that one again.
That's easy. Safety glasses, hard hat, steel-toed boots, and safety vest. I don't have any of these with me tonight because my girlfriend done stole my car. She was looking at my phone and saw a text from a guy named Sue. She said there wasn't anybody named Sue and got hopping mad. She took off with my car.
Oh, that's terrible, Joe. Sorry to hear that. Not quite what we were looking for on that question. Safety May, do you know the answer?
What is benching, sloping, shoring, and shielding?
Fantastic, Safety May. That gives you 1,000 points, and you have the board.
Excavation safety for 500.
For 500, the question is, true or false, trenches must be inspected after rain? Joe.
I don't know much about trenches, but last year it rained real hard for 3 days. It blew our trailers a whole 3 blocks away. So I'd have to say true for that one.
Joe, you're on the board. True is correct. I didn't think you were going to make it. That's 500 points. Unfortunately, you don't win the game. Safety May is our winner for today. Thank you for being with us in our excavation safety, and we'll see you next week. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Welcome to our safety meeting PowerPoint on excavation and trench safety. An excavation is any man-made cut, cavity, trench, or depression in the Earth's surface. This photo is an example of a trench. Trenches are narrow and deeper than they are wide. Excavation fatalities are a serious problem in construction. Cave-ins are the cause of 3 out of 4 deaths. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, approximately 275 workers have been killed in cave-ins from the years 2000 to 2006 in an excavation accident. Excavations 5 feet or less must have a competent person determine if protective systems are required. Over 5 feet, excavations must have protective systems in place, unless the excavation is entirely in stable rock, or a competent person provides approval and indicates no risk of cave-in is involved. A registered professional engineer must provide approval for excavations of 20 feet or greater. Personal protective equipment must be worn on the job site. Hard hat, safety glasses, high visibility vest, gloves, protective boots, along with ear protection are all required. When working in a confined trench, a safety harness may also be necessary. Each excavation is unique and requires an approach that is carefully planned. Soil classification, weather, fall protection, ladder use, location of utilities and groundwater, protective systems, traffic and nearby structures are all considerations to be assessed before beginning. What is a competent person? This is a person designated to ensure safety responsibilities are being met. OSHA defines a competent person as one who is capable of identifying hazards and who has the authorization necessary to take prompt corrective measures. Analysis of statistical data discovered a disproportionate number of accidents happening in excavations on Mondays. After changing conditions over the weekend, inspections before entering the excavation are vital to assess any safety issues. Inspections after any occurrence, which may increase the hazards or if a hazard is anticipated, are vital. Methods have been developed to prevent cave-ins. These include shielding and shoring, sloping, and benching. Shoring is designed to prevent excavation collapse. The type of soil, depth, and width of a trench will determine the vertical and horizontal spacing used. Hydraulic shoring is the most common shoring system. Shielding is designed to protect workers should a collapse occur. It is a protective box inserted into the excavation, as you can see here. Sloping is another technique used to protect workers from cave-ins. The conditions of the soil affect the preventative measure that will be chosen. It is the slope to which an excavation face is excavated. The soil type is in direct relation to maximum slope and slope angle. Benching refers to excavating the sides of an excavation to form one or more horizontal levels or steps, usually having vertical or almost vertical surfaces between levels. Access and egress ladders, steps, or ramps must be located so workers do not travel more than 25 feet laterally within an excavation. The identification of the type of soil by the competent person is a necessary part of evaluating the safety of an excavation. Stable rock is a natural solid mineral that can be excavated with vertical sides and remain intact. Rock is the most stable type. Type A soils are cohesive soils with a compression strength of 1.5 tons per square foot. These include clay, sandy clay, and clay loam. Type B soils are cohesive soils with a compression strength of 0.5 tons per square foot. They include angular gravel, silt, sandy loam, and disturbed soil. Type C soils are cohesive soils with a compression strength of 0.5 tons per square foot. These are the least stable soils, including gravel, sand, loamy sand, and soil freely seeping water. For safety purposes, we always assume a soil is type C unless a competent person instructs otherwise. The removal of protective systems requires a step-by-step plan provided by the competent person. A warning system of established hand signals ensure clear communication during this process. There is always room to improve. Evaluation is an important tool to determine what could be improved for the next time. When in doubt, ask questions before proceeding. Err on the side of caution. Safety is everyone's responsibility. Remember, always be safe.
Okay, guys, time for a pop quiz. Let's see how much you remember. Blank are defined as any man-made cut, cavity, trench, or depression in the Earth's surface formed by debris removal. And the correct answer is A, excavation. Good job, guys. Excavations with a depth of blank must have a competent person determine if protective systems are required. And the correct answer is B, 5 feet or greater. What is the most common type of shoring system? And the correct answer is C, hydraulic. For safety purposes, assume that soil is blank unless a competent person tells you otherwise. And the correct answer is C, type C. Blank are narrow underground excavations that are deeper than they are wide and no wider than 15 feet. And the correct answer is B, trenches. OSHA says that a competent person must inspect excavations, nearby areas, and protective systems blank. And the correct answer is B, every day and sooner if conditions change. Which of the following are methods to prevent cave-ins? And the correct answer is D, both A and B. Hey guys, thanks for completing this quiz. I hope you'll remember the things that you've learned and stay safe while excavating.